Hi, everybody. Welcome to my show. I'm your host, The Shark, bringing you my MLB picks. Uh, we're gonna start off with my my teams that I'm looking at, earlier teams that I'm looking at. Um, let's just start off with the first game that I like. Actually, I'm not betting on the Nationals versus the Cubs because it's just too close of a call there. Edwin Jackson does have a good ERA, but plus 140 it just scares me. Uh, but moving on to the Dodgers, I think I might take them run line with Rich Hill versus Seth Lugu. Seth Lugu has a 4.53 versus Rich Hill with a 3.335. Uh, he's just got a much better record. Dodgers have a much better record altogether. 9-1 against a team who's 4-6. On the other hand, can't really part with Mets right now. Uh, so Dodgers minus 192. I might try to take them run line to even that down to minus 100 or so, something close to that. Um, I don't really care too much about the price range on that, but I might go ahead and take a money line, but I'm not 100% on that. Next game would be D-backs versus Giants. This game is actually a later game, but just moving on, I think Tajon Walker's a lot better pitcher than Chris Stratton. Uh, he's 0-2 with the 7.71 against Tajon, who's 6-5 with the 3.55. Think you're better off taking Arizona here minus 140. Even money line would be a good price for them. Uh, Next game would be, it's kind of a big price, obviously, would be Boston minus 300. But if you figure they can win run line, then you might as well take them. Drew Pomeranz has a 3.46 ERA versus James Shield, who has a 6.19. If you think they can win by two, then maybe that's what I'm going to take is run line. And moving on to the other games, those are my top, but there's other games that I like, and I'm also going to take. Uh, Not any different than the other games. I'm going to take just as well. Anyways, Astros would be a good game, I think, because Charlie Morton, he's got a lot better record and ERA versus Marco Estrada, who's just not really living up to his pitching uh, history days as a pitcher now. So I think Houston might be the better play there. Even money line, like I said, on some of these games, they're kind of tricky with the bullpens and stuff. But if they can last and without pitching too many pitch counts, I think it might be a good bet overall. Uh, Next game would be John Gray. I'm looking at John Gray because he's got a 3.71 at home. He's 2-0 versus Nick Pivetta, who's got a he's 3-4 with a 6.7 on the road. So I didn't really know Nick Pivetta had that bad of an ERA on the road, but yeah, I wouldn't take a chance with Nick Pivetta right now on the road. Uh, John Gray just got a much better standing and overall record and stuff compared to him right now. Next game would be shoot, I should have just moved on to this game. Would be Pittsburgh versus San Diego. One reason is Lamet has always been a pitcher that I kind of lean towards betting against, because uh, he's got a 5.62 ERA, and anybody with a 5 point something ERA is just, out there kind of, and you gotta take your shots with them if you're gonna take them. Plus 160 on the road. Uh, I'm gonna take Pittsburgh minus 175, possibly run line. They're kind of tricky too, but it's kind of like the Dodgers. Sometimes Dodgers win by 1 run, minus 300 when Kershaw's pitching at home and they're on the road. But Dodgers have been hot, and I think I could trust them overall. But I'm just saying, Pittsburgh would be kind of tricky to trust, especially knowing they got a 3-7 last 10 stat record, which I try not to look at, but that's always one thing to keep in mind. Garrett Cole, I think, is just a lot better pitcher than Lamet, so you, I would take my shot with him, leaning towards him. And the other games that I was leaning on were, let me see here, Tigers. They had Fillmore going, but I guess this Drew Hager is going to be pitching. They called him up from the minors, I'm pretty sure, but Miley has just been something kind of terrible lately. This past couple of months here, he's got I don't know if it's a 5.6, but other sites say differently. I'm not sure. One site said 9 point something ERA, and I don't know if it's changed recently, but he's got a 3-6 record. I used to bet Miley a lot, but he's really cost me a lot too, and I think he gives it up. And Tigers can be a team that can hit him. So yeah, that's a lean, and another lean would be Alex Cobb. Uh, he's got a 3.89 ERA. He won 3 out of 4 against or not him. The Rays won 3 out of 4 against the Astros, which kind of surprised me. And this Zach Davies doesn't really scare me too much, so that would be my lean for now. And those are just my main couple of games that I'm looking at. Again, I'll name them off. Dodgers, D-backs, I'm pretty sure I said that for sure. Boston, run line. Obviously, I'm not going to take them minus 300. Pittsburgh, Colorado, run line possibly. Astros, and the Rays would be a lean, and Tigers would be a lean. So those are my best couple of picks that I've seen out there today. I'm not sure on the other games. Australia against this Mike guy, I'm not too fond on that game. I would obviously lean towards the Braves at home, but I don't know. Miami's been pretty good lately, and that game's kind of tough to call. I'm leaning on Yankees obviously in this game, but it's your choice on that because I'm not betting it. And another game that the ones that I said I'm gonna probably bet, but the ones that I'm talking about right now, I'm probably not gonna bet them. St. Louis versus Reds. Yeah, that's a tough one. Being Reds at home and Lance Lynn, you never know what you're gonna get with him. Kyle Gibson and Cole Hamels. I would obviously lean towards Cole Hamels. Cole Hamels might be a decent pick, but I didn't really study on that too much. Texas has been kind of off and on for me. Sometimes I win with Texas, and sometimes I can't win for shit with them. But there's other games too, like this KC Royal versus this Seattle. I'm not too sure what Felix is gonna get, what I'm gonna get with him. So yeah, you just got to be careful. Tyler Skaggs, I'm not too sure on him either. Other games, the first game I'm not too sure on either, Cubs versus Nationals, but every other game that I named and I told you on this list is games that I'm going to be betting on, and the other games are just kind of trash to me. I'm not going to be betting with. So you take your shot, and hopefully you win some money with some of my bets. And this is my new show. You know, I'm your host, the Shark. Peace out.